Opening scene, the sun was rising slowly, painting the sky with shades of gold. A young boy stood near a small hut, staring at the horizon. His eyes were filled with dreams too big for his small village. People around him thought he was just an ordinary child, but deep inside he believed he was born for something greater. He often looked at the mountains and imagined climbing higher. The sound of birds in the morning gave him hope. He felt that every sunrise carried a hidden message for him. His parents worked hard but struggled to survive. Even in poverty, he carried a smile full of courage. He whispered silently, "One day the world will know my name." His heart beat faster whenever he thought of success. The little hut could not limit his imagination. Every corner of his village reminded him to rise higher. That morning, he promised himself to never give up. The spark one evening, he met a traveler who told him stories of success. The traveler spoke about people who had nothing but achieved everything. His words lit a fire in the boy's heart. The boy realized that knowledge was the key to freedom. He asked the traveler how to begin his journey. The traveler smiled and said, "Start with what you have." That night, the boy could not sleep. He kept imagining the life he wanted to live. The stars above seemed to whisper encouragement to him. He felt as if the universe was calling his name. His hands were empty, but his heart was full of determination. He began to write his goals on a small piece of paper. Even the paper looked like a treasure map to him. He finally understood that dreams demand action. The spark of purpose had been lit forever. The journey was never easy for him. He faced rejection from people who laughed at his dreams. Sometimes even his closest friends doubted him. The boy worked long nights under a dim lamp. He studied books borrowed from strangers. His stomach was often empty, but his mind was hungry. Every failure felt like a heavy stone on his shoulders, but with each failure he grew stronger inside. Tears fell, but they watered the seed of success. He learned the taste of loneliness in his struggle. Even when the world seemed dark, he carried his light. He reminded himself daily that struggle builds character. The road was filled with pain, yet he walked on. His hands became rough, but his heart remained soft. Struggle became his teacher, guiding him forward. The turning point, one day, an opportunity knocked at his door. It was small, but it carried hope like sunshine. He was asked to share his ideas with others. Nervous yet brave, he stood before the crowd. His voice trembled, but his words touched hearts. People listened, and for the first time they believed in him. That moment felt like breathing after drowning. The applause became music to his soul. He realized that courage creates miracles. A new confidence entered his life. He no longer doubted his abilities. The world seemed wider, brighter, and more welcoming. He learned that opportunities grow when you dare to act. That day became the seed of transformation. The turning point had arrived, and his destiny shifted. The growth success did not come overnight. He kept building his skills patiently. Every day he learned something new. Failures became stepping stones instead of walls. He turned challenges into opportunities. Slowly, people began to respect his hard work. His network of friends grew stronger. He shared knowledge instead of keeping it hidden. The boy was no longer just a dreamer. He was becoming a leader in his field. His growth inspired others to start their journeys. He planted seeds of hope wherever he went. Each success felt like a ladder to the sky. The boy was finally becoming the man he dreamed to be. Growth had transformed him into a living example of resilience. The victory one day, his dream finally became reality. He stood on a stage, thousands clapping for him. The boy from the hut was now a symbol of hope. His name was written in places he once imagined. The newspapers called him a man who proved the impossible. He felt the weight of his journey in his heart. Tears rolled down as he remembered his parents. The crowd cheered louder when he shared his story. His victory was not just his, it belonged to all dreamers. The applause echoed like thunder in his soul. He realized that true victory is not money but impact. His smile told the world that nothing is stronger than willpower. He was living proof that struggle creates champions. The boy had become a legend. Victory had rewritten his destiny forever. The legacy did not stop after success. Instead, he chose to give back to the world. He built schools for children in his village. Books filled the shelves where once there was emptiness. He became a mentor for those without guidance. His story traveled across countries, inspiring millions. People began calling him a light in the darkness. The little hut became a symbol of hope. He reminded others that roots never forget the soil. His life became a legacy of kindness and strength. He taught that greatness is not about fame but service. His impact reached beyond borders. Generations after him still spoke his name. His legacy lived not in stone but in hearts. The boy had become eternal through his contribution. The message, dear listener, this story is not just about him. It is about you, your dreams, and your struggles. Every person carries a fire inside waiting to be lit. Your pain is not the end, but the beginning. Failures are not tombstones, but stepping stones. You have the strength to rise beyond your limits. The world needs your voice, your talent, your courage. Do not hide behind fear or excuses. Remember, success belongs to the one who never quits. Your dreams matter more than you think. Start today with what you have. Believe that you are capable of miracles. One day the world will know your story too. Your journey begins the moment you choose courage. The message is simple. Never give up on yourself.